Okay, this is from Ronnie James Dio, a former member of Ozzy Osbourne's Black Sabbath. He started his own group called Rainbow. By looking at it, it's very easy to tell what he's referring to here. But in an interview, he describes what he thinks God is, and it's extremely interesting. And I took 3 little clips of 3 things that he describes as God being. And so let's listen to what he has to say. This is probably one of the better finds that I've ever come across. And I would suggest listening because this guy, he was really on the inside.
You know, he may be purple with no hair. He may be black. He may be she.
So everything that he just described, purple, black, and a he is a she, it's all androgyny. Purple represents the bitch or the witch. Black represents the authority of the planet. And he is a she represents androgyny. Wake the fuck up, people. Please, will you wake up and understand? This shit is for real. This is not a joke. And this is what is running this planet. These, whatever they are what's in control of every facet of your life. So, I ain't a Bible thumper. I'm just telling you, you're going to have to pick sides. You're going to have to pick the creation or the creator. Okay? Like I said, I have a lot of friends that act like they're my friends, but they're really not. You know? YouTube is full of this type of stuff. All you got to do is look around you. It's everywhere. It's just that they keep you busy with all kinds of neat little things, gadgets, sports, because you're not supposed to think of this type of stuff. A matter of fact, this stuff was never supposed to get into the public realm, I don't think. But now, amazingly, after my channel went down, now David Icke is starting to talk about Saturn. But see, David Icke won't come out and tell you what it represents. He'll try to spin some mystical bullshit here and there, but he won't tell you, you know, it represents the woman and what the woman is and why the woman with, especially the red hair, or those with red hair, where the saying, I'll beat you like a redheaded stepchild, what that really means. Or why the 2 people that were going to have sex on top of the church, remember that video I did have, red hair? Or the 2 girls in New York City, even though one appeared to be brunette, if you looked at the earlier photo in the hospital, they both have red hair. Or the video I'm going to do about the guy that supposedly got run over by a car and a bunch of people picked it up and they yanked him out from underneath him and he didn't have a scratch on him, why he's got red hair. And why this fat fucking bitch, Adele, this singer from Europe, from England, the fucking cow, why she's singing Rolling in the Deep. Okay, why she has red hair. Go back, do your studies, find out about Lilith, Adam's first wife, the one that didn't want to be dominated. She wanted the top position in the sexual act. She had red hair. And she doesn't care for children. But nobody cares about that, right? But we do care about is Madonna and the Super Bowl. I hope you people are starting to get an idea of what's really going on here. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can go on for years doing this shit. As long as the world survives, they're going to keep leaving us information of who they are and what their agenda is. It's up to you to take it and do something with it in your own personal life. You can't change the situation. None of us can. There is going to be no fighting a new world order. There's no such thing as a new world order. There's a new world order, but it's really the old order just repackaged and come back around again. You know, it's up to you to make peace with the Creator, the Father, Jesus Christ. Yes, I know, shouldn't say the J word. Yes, I know that makes people cringe, doesn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll see. You know, I don't see this stuff and am able to pick it out because I'm some kind of a smart guy. I dropped out as a junior and went into the Navy. Not really a smart guy, but I am able to see bullshit on a level that most people don't see. So all I'm asking you to do is just take some time and do some research and you'll understand. that this is what runs the whole planet. That planet represents the female body part. It represents those that have absconded this creation and claimed it as their own. Okay? They know that they're the lesser of the two. That's why they use that particular part of the woman to represent themselves. You remember that stupid song by Helen Reddy, I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar? And then we go in the Bible and it says when God is talking to Satan, he said, well, Satan came up to heaven. He said, what are you doing here? He says, oh, I'm just walking up and down upon the earth, thinking who I may devour. Well, the roaring, devouring, sounds like a big lion. Which is interesting because the Jews used the lion as one of their logos. I believe it represents the tribe of Judah. I don't know, whatever. Let's not pick on the Jews. They've been picked on enough. Well, we can pick on them a little bit. Anyway, that's it. I hope you learned something. That's right out of the mouth of Ronnie James Dio. And if there was ever a man that was ever affiliated with this shit on a level that's credible, I would say he would be one of them. Him and that other fruitcake, Ozzy Osbourne. Well, have a nice day.